guys, it's Amy here, and today I'm going to be doing a TBR bookshelf tour. So if any of you follow me on Instagram, you will roughly know what my bookshelves look like. I will insert a picture here. I will also leave my Instagram link down below if you do want to go and follow me. So basically, above my head now, I have 4 long shelves that have most of my books on them. Then on this side, which you can probably see the top corner of, I have my shelf which holds all of my Tolkien collection, plus some classics that I have. And on the top here, you will always see the books that I've either read or am reading during the time that I'm filming this video. But to this side of me, I have my TBR bookshelf. Basically, I move books from these 4 bookshelves above me onto this bookshelf so that I have all the books that I kind of want to read soon in one place, so I can look at them and just pick off this one bookshelf. What I do is then I rotate books from the shelf up here down to here once I've read them and kind of move them around like that, so I've constantly got a space somewhere on my bookshelf. Stop rambling, Amy. I'm going to move us down to the bookshelf now and I'm going to show you what's on it. So here on the top shelf I have a little bottle of perfume. I also have this little vintage camera that an old couple gave me. I used to work in a restaurant and they knew that I was into photography, so they brought this in and it's just really sweet. On the other side I just have a little picture of me and my boyfriend in a photo frame and some cards that he's given me along with a little photo album there. So the books I have on the top shelf are A Little Princess by Frances Hodgson Burnett, Heidi by Joanna Spyri, Little Women by Louisa May Alcott, and finally Anne of Green Gables by Ellen Montgomery. Those are all from the Puffin in Bloom collection and I think they all just look gorgeous on the shelf together, so I think I'll probably just leave them there forever. So now we're just going to move down a shelf. So this is the next shelf down and it has American Gods by Neil Gaiman, Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen, Rosie Project by Graham Simpson, The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt, Prince of Mist by Carlos Ruiz Zafón, The Palace of Curiosities by Rosie Garland, The Girl with All the Gifts by M.R. Carey, Survivor by Chuck Palahniuk, Anansi Boys by Neil Gaiman, And the Mountains Echoed by Khaled Hosseini, The Luminaries by Eleanor Catton, The First Part of A Storm of Swords, Steel and Snow by George R.R. Martin, The First 15 Lives of Harry August by Claire North, The Humans by Matt Haig, The Lovely Bones by Alice Sebold, All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven, The Angel's Game by Carlos Ruiz Zafón, Paperweight by Meg Haston, The Red House by Mark Haddon, and finally Her Fearful Symmetry by Audrey Neffenegger. Now just to move down a shelf. So here we have the next shelf, and from the left we have The Diviners by Libba Bray, The Host by Stephanie Meyer, More Than This by Patrick Ness, The Miniaturist by Jessie Burton, Specials and Extras by Scott Westerfeld, The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken, Sabriel, Lyriel and Abhorsen by Garth Nix, Eldest, Bringsinger and Inheritance by Christopher Paolini, A Spot of Bother by Mark Haddon, Scarlet by Marissa Meyer, Death Comes to Pemberley by P.D. James, finally Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. So now we're moving on to the final shelf. So here we are on the final shelf and we have my graphic novels, comics kind of over here, and on this side we have the books that have been sent to me by publishers that I haven't started reading yet. So from the left we have Through the Woods by Emily Carroll, The Complete Mouse Collection by Art Spiegelman, It's Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, Persepolis by Marjane Satrapi, Mercury by Hope Larson. Just mention now that I have actually read some of these graphic novels. They're just where I keep all of the graphic novels so I don't get them muddled up everywhere. From the top of this pile we have Lo, The Delirium of Hope, Deadly Class Volume 1, graphic novel omnibus of Hugh Howey's Wool, the graphic novel of The Hobbit, The Wicked and the Divine Volume 1, Sex Criminals Volume 1, Saga Volume 1 and 2, Volumes 1 and 2 of the 8th season of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Watchmen, and I actually have no idea where this even came from because I know I definitely didn't buy it, Hansel and Gretel by Neil Gaiman, and finally Tamara Drew by Posey Simmons. Moving on to the books from publishers, I have The Big Lie by Julie Mayhew, Sophie Someone by Hayley Long, Almost Grace by Rosie Rowell, Scout Atticus and Boo, A Celebration of To Kill a Mockingbird by Mary McDonough Murphy, Because You'll Never Meet Me by Leah Thomas, Unhappenings by Edward Aubrey, Knight's Colony by D.R. Burgess, and finally Hit by Delilah Dawson. So those are all the books that I currently have on my TBR shelf, plus the graphic novels and things that I've been sent by publishers. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought. I never really know how to film these types of bookshelf tour kind of things. I know I do eventually want to do a bookshelf tour of of the bigger bookshelves that I have, but it's just going to be really difficult to film and I don't know how people enjoy watching it. So if you have a preference or you know a good way that I can film something like that, let me know down below because I'd be really interested to know. Also let me know if you'd like me to do a tour of this bookshelf here as well, because I'd be willing to do that too. So I think that's everything for today, guys. As always, I will leave links to Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, everything I mentioned today down below. I hope you're all having a fantastic day and I will see you soon. Bye! Next book I read was Attachments by Rainbow Rowell. You may have seen this one in my last month's book haul. I was really looking forward to reading this one and I know that I made a good decision in buying it because I absolutely adored it.